Everyone, today is Monday, May 17th, 2021, and this is the Westwood Select Board meeting. I call the meeting to order and pursuant to Governor Baker's March 12th, 2020 order suspending certain provisions of the open meeting law under Mass General Laws, Chapter 30A, Section 18, and the Governor's March 23rd, 2020 emergency order imposing strict limitations on the number of people that may gather in one place. The May 17, 2021 Select Board meeting will be conducted via remote participation by the board. First, on our chairman's update, I'd like to remind everyone that we do have the Westwood Memorial Day observation on Monday, May 31st. Even with the governor lifting it, I understand we're still not having a parade, but we will have a ceremony at the new cemetery, and it'll start at 10 o'clock in the morning, and we'll have traditional guest speakers there. Of course, we'll have our Gold Star mother, Mrs. Devlin, there, and there'll be a few words, and I imagine there'll be some singing and things from the past as well. We hope that everyone will come and join us. We are looking for some volunteers on Saturday, May 29th, starting at 9 o'clock in the new Westwood Cemetery. So if you're interested in volunteering, please email. The email address is volunteers@townhall.westwood.ma.us or call 781-461-6770. And of course, our volunteers will be subject to any protocols that still remain over the weekend until Monday, until the 29th. We did want to, under the chairman's update, we do want to recognize Mr. Hickey as having served as our chair for the past year. And it's been through a tough time, John. You got us through the first pandemic ever that the select board can remember. So at least anyone in this room can remember. So we did want to thank you. Of course, John helped with some great things in town, and we just want to mention a few, outdoor seating for all of our businesses to stay in business. We reduced the one-time reduction of alcohol and beverage fees for providers. We utilized a lot of COVID money and relief money from the CARES Act and the PPE program. John helped with the debt financing. We got probably the lowest rate we've ever seen. We refinanced the middle library, the main library project, and the $3.5 million bond that we had for the middle school, both are refinanced and got some great interest rates. In addition, John's done some other things in town that, under his leadership, we were able to do it. We've replaced the new code red system in town. We got a road bond done, and we are on our way to getting a new elementary school. And I think, John, that's originally when you got on the board, when that issue came up for the first time. So, John, I want to give you a nice round of applause and thank you for your work last year.
Yes. It was a complicated year. It was a pleasure to work with all of you. I think I learned something from each and every one of you, and Pam and everybody else on the team. I think everybody in Westwood should be really proud of all of its leadership and staff. It was an amazing year.
I'll be honest with you, John. I was hoping by the time I got to do this, I wasn't going to have to read that Governor Baker's thing over again. But
I don't blame you.
It's almost over. It's almost over.
I hear it in my sleep now.
I bet you can record it without the script. But anyway, all right. Moving along, we have some agenda items this evening, and it's not a very long meeting, but we will do step right up and begin. First, we have a Hale Reservation special one-day alcohol license for a bat mitzvah. Nora, did you want to take the lead on that?
Yes, so the request that's before you is for a bat mitzvah event hosted by Sherry Feldberg on Saturday, May 29th. The event would take place from 6 to 10, and they're asking to allow for setup and breakdown for a license that runs from 5 p.m. to 11 p.m. The food caterer has already obtained temporary food permits, and they are looking to have a 30 by 60 foot tent, which they will need a building permit for. So the Alcohol Review Committee met to review this application and unanimously recommends the Select Board's approval of the one-day license, pending all required permits are approved by the town agencies.
Okay.
Awesome. I hope you get today's weather.
Thank you. Yes, no, I appreciate the quick review. Thank you.
Ready for a motion? Yeah, any questions, anyone? Seeing none? All right, John, do a motion.
Okay. I propose that the Select Board grant a special one-day alcohol license to Shelley Feldberg for Saturday, May 29th, 2021 from 5 p.m. to 11 p.m. This includes setup and breakdown time, pending all other required approvals from the public safety departments. Additionally, I would further propose that the board authorize electronic signature of the clerk to be affixed to the special one-day license for Saturday, May 29th, 2021.
I'll second.
All
Awesome.
right, and Mr. Hickey,
Aye.
Mr. Gotti,
Aye.
and I vote aye as well. So congratulations. Hopefully the weather's great for you. And looks like maybe, let's see, on the 29th, yes, maybe the guidelines will be gone. So you can have a great
Right, right. That's right. Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
fun
And thank
day.
you for putting it at the top of the hour. I appreciate that too. Have a good night, everybody.
You as well.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Okay, moving along, we have another Hale Reservation special one-day alcohol license for a 35th birthday party. And
Yes.
Nora, since you had the first one, why not the second one?
All right, so this one is for Sunday, May 30th, so the day after the one you just approved. It's a 35th birthday party hosted by Winston Charles. The event will take place from 2 to 7, and in order to allow for setup and breakdown, we're requesting a license from 1 p.m. to 8 p.m. on May 30th. Mr. Charles has already checked with the health division, and there's no food permit required for this. So there's the alcohol review committee again met to review the application and recommended unanimously that the board issue a one-day permit, and there's no contingency suggested here.
Okay, great. Any questions, anyone? No? Seeing none.
I propose the select board grant a special one-day alcohol license to Mr. Winston Charles for Sunday, May 30th, 2021, from 1 p.m. to 8 p.m. This includes setup and breakdown time, and for the board further to authorize the electronic signature of the clerk to be affixed to this special one-day license.
And I'll second.
Okay, Mr. Hickey,
Aye.
Mr. Gotti,
Aye.
I vote aye as well. So congratulations, sir. Have a great time. I hope the weather's great for you too on Sunday.
Thank you so much. And I know it's actually Wilson Charles. I just didn't want, I wanted to make
Oh,
sure.
they
Oh, I'm
corrected that.
sorry.
Yeah, the certificate, I don't want to, things to go away because my name is like 2 first names, 2 last names, story of my
Wilson.
life. So I just
Okay,
wanted
well,
to-
I will have that corrected. I'm sorry. It's down
Don't worry.
here.
Thank you so
Misspelled.
much.
Happy
Yeah,
birthday.
should I redo the motion?
Probably.
It wouldn't hurt.
Yeah, I'm gonna redo the motion because it's gonna be on a license.
Okay.
Okay.
That's the last thing you need, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so I will repropose the select board grant a special one-day alcohol license to Mr. Charles Winston for Sunday, May 30th, 2021, from 1 p.m. to 8 p.m. This includes setup and breakdown time, and for the board further to authorize the electronic signature of the clerk to be affixed to the special one-day license.
Oh, wait a minute now. So let's
Wilson
get this
Charles.
clear.
Wilson Charles. That's
Wilson Charles. no.
Oh, did I do it backwards again?
Wilson,
Yeah.
no, you went Charles Winston. It's Wilson Charles.
Look at his name on the box
Name
right
on the
there.
box, fine.
Oh, my God, okay.
Only was
So I'm going to amend my motion to say Mr. Wilson Charles.
There you go. Thank you.
All right, thank you.
I'll second the amended motion.
All right, Mr. Hickey,
Aye.
Mr. Gotti,
Yeah, aye.
and I vote aye as well for the corrected motion with Mr. Charles's name correct.
Mr. Charles, I'll tell you, I have a very close friend named Thomas Ryan. And his entire
Oh,
life,
yes.
people call him Ryan, people call him
Yeah,
Mr. Tom.
yeah,
It's so
yes.
funny.
He knows my pain. He knows my pain.
Have a great time.
Thank you so much, guys. Take care. Have a good
Happy
one.
birthday.
Thank you so much.
All right, let's see, moving along. Under scheduled action, we have the new business, Cranston Avenue Street Acceptance. Mr. Ahern, would you like to take the lead on this?
Sure. So this is how we standardly do this. Todd has gone through and he has done an estimate. We've notified the abutters. When the work is done, we'll put a permanent municipal lien on those properties so that if someone still owes money on their contribution, it will go to the next person. It's
Okay.
pretty straightforward.
And we voted for this at town meeting?
We did.
Okay. All right, are there any questions?
So Pat, so basically the cost of, this is a paving project?
Basically, yeah.
So it's 31 grand, right? And then, so you split half of that through the residents?
The town pays half and the three houses on that street will pay half, apportioned by the amount of frontage that they have.
Oh, interesting. And so we put a lien on the property till that's paid off? Is that how it goes?
Yes, and they can pay it off in one fell swoop, or they can pay it off across 20 years. It's their choice. What we don't want to have happen is have someone pay off half and sell the house, and then we're out the difference.
Right.
Like, almost like a municipal sewer lien as well.
No, that's great. Thank you.
Mr. Gotti, any questions?
Oh,
Good. Okay. Ms. Dickey, I'll entertain a motion.
Yes. I'm trying to get to,
Now, John, I just noticed it's missing, so if you want me to read it?
well, I think I can do it. I propose that the select board vote to approve the granting of $31,000 towards the reconstruction of Cranston Avenue with appropriate mechanisms put in place to split the cost between the town and the property owners.
As per town meeting vote.
As per town meeting vote.
second.
Sufficient, Mr. Ahern?
Sorry,
Is that a sufficient motion?
I believe it is.
Okay.
Because
We're only validating what town meeting did.
Yes.
this gets them to do the work, and then once the work is done, we'll apportion the lien when we see what the true costs are.
Okay, thank you. Mr. Gotti, did you second?
I did, yes.
Okay. Mr. Hickey?
Aye.
Mr. Gotti?
Aye.
And I vote aye as well. So thank you. All right, moving along. We have appointments and reappointments. So Trish, did you want to take this one? Is this just for us, correct?
This is just for the select board to appoint for the liaison appointments. We normally do this in June. We thought we'd do a little earlier today because we have an opening with Nancy's retirement from the board for someone who would like to join the Western Environmental Action Committee as an ex officio. Nancy was on that board, and whether each one of you want to remain on the boards that you're currently a part of. So that's.
Hey, Michael, I'm assuming you want to stay on the ones you're on?
Yes.
Yeah,
Right.
and I mean, Rob, is there anything that interests you?
I'm happy to do the EAC.
Okay, perfect.
Perfect, okay.
And then my only question, Tish, was we have 2 people on the local emergency planning committee.
You have 3.
You're
Right.
all
Rob's on
right.
as well.
We're all on, John.
All 3 are on it.
Everybody stays on.
Okay,
We select board members are on that board.
okay, I didn't realize we did it like that. Okay, that's fine.
So-
All right, so Michael, do you want me to nominate Rob and just validate what's on this chart?
Yeah, sure. I mean, do we do it by just the chat, or are we gonna do it individually, John?
Did I make a motion, Pat?
You can.
Okay, so I will nominate Michael Walsh to serve as the board's representative on the Aid to the Elderly and Infirm, to the Local Emergency Planning Committee, to the Norfolk County Advisory Board, and the Norfolk County Selectmen's Association.
Second.
All right. Mr. Hickey?
Aye.
Mr. Gotti?
Aye.
And I vote aye as well. Okay,
Okay.
Do you need
I
me
will
to
nominate
nominate
Mr. Robert
John?
Gotti to the Local Emergency Planning Committee and to the Westwood Environmental Action Committee.
and I will second.
Okay.
And Mr. Hickey?
Aye.
Mr. Gotti?
Aye,
And I vote aye as well. And Rob, did you want to do the other one?
sure. Make a motion to nominate John Hickey to the Housing Partnership for Fair Housing Committee, the Lean Process Board, and the Local Emergency Planning Committee.
And I will second. Mr. Hickey?
Aye.
Mr. Gotti?
Aye.
I vote aye as well. Okay. We're staying on the same boards. Okay. Chris, did you want to talk about the next one? We have our West Suburban Veterans District Board Representative appointment.
Yes, thank you, Mr. Chair. So as the board, just to refresh the board's memory, the town of Westwood has been accepted into the West Suburban Veterans District. And this was a process that we first started with the board, with the select board here, that went to the West Suburban Veterans District Board, then ultimately up to the state, and we got approval throughout. What you have before you this evening is to appoint someone to serve. The recommendation is to appoint the town administrator to serve on the West Suburban Veteran District Board. So this is a board that has to adhere to the open meeting law, posting meetings and minutes, and the other representation from the other communities are town managers or town administrators or assistants. Excuse me.
Okay. Questions, Mr. Hickey?
No, I'm fine with it. I'm just trying to find the motion. Chris, this was a lot of work. We've talked about this for a long time. So I know, it was you, Michelle. I'm sure I'm missing some people, but this was really a great outcome for Westwood to be part of this bigger group. So thank you for that.
Thank you.
So I move that the select board appoints the town administrator, Christopher Coleman, to the town's seat on the West Suburban Veterans District Board.
I'll second that.
Okay, Mr. Hickey,
Aye.
Mr. Gotti,
Aye.
I vote aye as well. All right, Chris, another job for you.
Thank you.
All right, now let's see, moving along to new business, right? Let's see, we're getting.
The transfer of funds.
Thank you, John. All right, under old business, we have a transfer of Westwood Media funds. So let's see. If I can just get to my page here.
Nora, how many times a year do we do this? Is it quarterly?
Yeah. I think it's quarterly, yes.
Quarterly. I believe that's correct.
Okay, so we're here now to transfer of funds from the Westwood Media Center, from the Comcast and from Verizon. So we have several licenses and several amounts. Want to go through them all? Let's do this. We have Comcast, $21,135.08. We have Comcast again, $14,295.26. Comcast, $4,227.03. From Verizon, we have $40,754.90 for a total, a grand total of $80,412.27 that we are to transfer. Anyone have any questions before we do the transfer?
So Nora, this is basically, we get a small fee for the utilities running of lines through the town, right? That's like the genesis of this?
No.
I'm happy to answer that.
Chris, yeah.
Yeah, so this is part of the licensing fee. This is the license agreements that the town has reached with these two cable providers, and this is for PEG access. So this funding helps support the Westwood Media Center and the PEG programming that they provide the community.
It's a percentage of the gross annual revenue for each of them.
Yes.
Just from Westwood?
Yes.
Yes, for Westwood. Yeah.
Yes.
Perfect. Okay. I propose that the board approve the transfer of $39,657.37 from Comcast, as well as $40,754.90 from Verizon, totaling $80,412.27 to Westwood Media Center per the license agreement and the Westwood Media Center agreements signed by the select board.
I'll second that.
Sure, Mr. Gotti, I don't know, they're watching you over there right now, so.
Rob, I have a sense that it's
I
getting.
hesitated at all.
All right, and Mr. Hickey,
Aye.
Mr. Gotti,
Aye.
and I vote aye as well. All right, they'll stay in business for a little bit longer. Okay, what else do we have? We have meeting and minutes. Everybody get a chance to look at the minute?
I had no amendments.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll abstain from the first and only vote on the second since I wasn't
Okay.
on the first.
So I move that the board accept the meeting minutes from the April 29th, 2021 meeting as written.
And I will second out of necessity. Mr. Hickey,
Aye.
I vote aye as well. Thank you.
I further propose that the board accept the meeting minutes as written from the May 6th, 2021 meeting.
And I'll second that.
And Mr. Hickey,
Aye.
Mr. Gotti,
Aye.
and I vote aye as well. So our next meeting is not until June 7th, but we expect to see everyone at the Memorial Day ceremony on Monday morning at 10 o'clock on Memorial Day. So there will not be a parade this year. So anyone watching, just will meet us at the cemetery. We look forward to seeing everyone there. We will be back on Monday, June 7th at 6 o'clock our new time. And we'll see where things go from there based on the governor's ruling. But anyone have any questions before we go?
Mr. Chair, just
Yes, Mr.
add
Coleman.
on to the Memorial Day observation. We will have an alert Westwood call going out next week
Okay,
to inform and remind residents of that. And also, St. Martha Mary's has allowed us to use their parking lot
Oh, nice.
for the observation because the new cemetery doesn't have a lot of parking.
excellent, excellent. Thank you for that, Chris. Okay, I'll entertain a motion to adjourn.
I move that the select board adjourn.
I'll second.
Okay, Mr. Hickey,
Aye.
Mr. Gotti,
Aye.
and I vote aye as well. And I told everyone I would keep it under an hour. I kept it under a half hour. So we will see everyone on June 7th, but hopefully we'll see you on Memorial Day as well.
Thank you all.
Enjoy the
you.
warm weather while we have it.
That's right.
Everyone, but happy.